crafters, happy Sunday. My name is Tiffany Almeida. I'm with Pretty in Paper Crafts and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I go live every Sunday for coffee and a card because Sunday mornings are not the same without coffee in your hand. And I show you some fun projects using Stampin' Up! Product. All right, so these are the Ornate Suite stamp sets and dies. So the suite comes with two different stamp sets and two different sets of dies. So there's the Ornate Style Bundle, which is the flower stamps and these beautiful border dies, okay? And then the Ornate Thanks is all these awesome thank you sentiments, which I love, which are great for right now, thinking of our first responders and all the thank you cards we're sending out. And then these beautiful border dies, just gorgeous dies that we're gonna use. So I love this suite. It also comes with designer series paper, it comes with gems, and it comes with ribbon. So there's lots of cool things to see. So I went ahead and I was making my make and takes for Sunday, and I also designed a class using them. So I have a class, it's $32 for the kit. It comes with everything to make this adorable little box here, or folder, whatever you want to call it, that stores 8 envelopes and 8 cards. It has a little pocket for stamps, so this can be given as a cute gift. It comes with 2 each of 4 designs, so I have designed 4 projects using the Ornate Bundle, and then, or the Ornate Suite. So it'll come with 4 designs, 2 of each, so 8 cards total, 8 envelopes, everything to make this adorable folder here. And then it'll also come with half a stack of designer series paper, a package of the gilded gems, and a package of the ribbon combo pack. So the ribbon combo pack, there's the old olive and terracotta tile ribbon. They're beautiful ribbon. They're very sheer and easy to use. We have the gilded gems, which look like this, gilded gems. And then half a stack of the beautiful designer series paper. Now, I did not use the designer series paper in my projects for today. I'm saving that for the class, but there's some beautiful gold, and I think there's silver inlays in this paper as well. So you can see the gold here, how shiny and pretty that is. And then there's patterns on the other side. So there's lots of fun things that you can color. Sorry, these are all my scraps. Of course, look at that, how pretty that is. I wanted to show you, look at this gold paper that you can color. I've seen lots of people color the pretty flowers. So that's fun. Another one that you can color here. But I love the colorful daisies on the other side. How pretty is that? So lots of fun things, lots of beautiful paper. So you'll get half a stack of that as well in your kit. Now there is an option for the PDF tutorial only, if you want that. And there is an option for my team. So there's a team price of $15 if you want the projects, but you would need to have all of your own supplies. So your own DSP, your own ribbon. And then there is a price if you need to add, because you'll need both of these stamp sets in the projects. So there is a price to add these 2 stamp sets and get the ribbon for free. So go check that out. The link is on my project sheet. Alrighty, you guys ready to get started here? I am using what is called a bleach technique today. And for these 3 projects that I made, I bleached in different ways. So for example, on this card here, I embossed with the shimmery black emboss powder onto gorgeous grape cardstock. And then I bleached with an aqua pen and bleach onto that cardstock to remove the pigment from the cardstock. So this is what we got. This is the result we got, which is kind of a fainted tinted blue color. Okay. And then this one, which is probably my favorite, I used those Ornate Thanks dies to cut this really pretty border here on the side. Look how gorgeous that is. And then I took cardstock that I colored and embossed, and I used the bleach pen to get the white color in the daisies. So I'll show you that one. It's super, this one's probably my favorite. And then this one is another one where I used the Pacific Point I embossed in silver emboss powder, and then I removed the color with the bleach pen, but then I went back and I colored some of the flowers in with a stamp and blend to kind of add different colors. So just a super fun way to use bleach in your projects, but also using those gorgeous dies and stamp sets from the Ornate Suite, the Ornate Garden Suite. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start with this card first. This one, you are going to, all the measurements are over on my project sheet, so you guys have those if you need them. But this one I'm using Pacific Point with Daffodil Delight and Whisper White. Now, for these two pieces, we are going to stamp and emboss in Versamark and in silver embossing powder. So I have this beautiful flower right here. Good morning, everybody. Hello. The link is on the street. Janie. All right, so I am inking this up really well. Oh, before I do that, let's pass the embossing buddy over this paper just to remove any kind of oils or anything from the paper, anything that will stick, the embossing powder will stick to. Now I'm going to stamp this here. Hopefully I can line it up. If I went over a little bit, oh well. Nope, perfect. Okay, and then the other thing I need to do is emboss the So Grateful. So I did So Grateful here in silver. I know it maybe is kind of hard to see, but we're going to emboss that. So I love how big these words are. So awesome. So let me move this out of the way. Where are the project sheets? Carolyn, the project sheets are in the link. So up at the top of my description of this video, there's a link to my blog post. I do a blog post every Sunday with the projects. And then at the bottom of the blog post, there's a link that says April 19th project sheet. And you can click that link and it will open the document for you. Okay, so here I'm going to just emboss these real quick with silver emboss powder. So I'm going to put silver emboss powder on these. So there's silver. And so I have to say thank you to Patty for giving me this idea. Can you imagine? I thought it looked really cool with these little flowers, but could you imagine what it looked like with like the magnolia, which is what she used, the magnolia flower, or a butterfly, or something that's even bigger, like a bigger stamp? Be so cool. Okay, so got my silver put away. Let's go ahead and heat set these real quick. I should have had this turned on and warmed up. Okay, so there we have our two images here embossed. So that's all we need for that white piece, so we can set that aside. Let's go ahead and get bleaching. I'm gonna try and get zoomed in a little bit so you guys can see the project. Okay. So I have this aqua painter, and inside I have filled it completely pure bleach. Nothing else, no water. I didn't dilute it at all. So we are going to paint this, and I just tried to keep the liquid inside the flowers. So you're just going to get them wet. Make sure your brush has liquid on it. You just squeeze gently. Again, I'm using pure bleach, and you are going to see the colors start to change pretty instantly. And when you heat set these, it actually activates it quicker. So as you can see, if you start watching, you'll see the color change in this flower. So I'm just going through and I'm painting the petals with this pure bleach. So be really careful with this bleach because obviously it can ruin your clothes. It's very strong. It started to burn my eyes yesterday as I was using it. And I noticed that every kind of different cardstock reacts differently to this. So not every cardstock is going to react the same. I tried it with black cardstock, and for whatever reason, the black cardstock didn't really react to the bleach. And I also noticed that with colored cardstock, it doesn't quite take the color out completely. It just changes the tint of it. So with the blue, you're going to see kind of an off-white, maybe yellowish tint to it. With the purple, you're going to see like a bluish tint. So it just depends on the cardstock color that you're using. Now, I am going to put some heat on this because heat helps the bleach react. So I'm just going to put some heat on this real quick. Can you see how that bleach reacted with the heat? How quickly it changed the colors? So again, as you can see, some spots are lighter than others, and I don't know what causes that. I don't know if that's just the paper, if it's has something to do with the bleach, not quite sure. But you get this really cool look. Now I'm going to do the same thing for these little flowers. Put some bleach on them. It's really hard to stay in the lines, especially with a bigger brush tip. So you might, depending on what you're coloring, might want to try a smaller brush tip. Now I'm probably, when I'm done with this, going to rinse out my aqua painter and get the bleach out, because I don't know what long time, you know, how long it should stay in this bleach pen or in this aqua painter, and I also don't know if it'll damage the bristles. So I will definitely take mine out. Now it has a really cool look just like this, but I wanted to try and put some different color back into the image. So on this one, I took my Stamp and Blend, my Daffodil Delight Stamp and Blend, and I colored these little flowers yellow. So I'll show you that here in a second. Now I tried to go over the Stamp and Blend after I had colored it yellow, and it had no reaction to the bleach whatsoever. So this was really weird. So I think that the more and more you add bleach, you may get a lighter pigment. So now that I have taken the color out of these small flowers, I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight and I'm just going to color them in with the yellow. And you can see it just adds some color back into it. Just a different tint. And so you can take color away and then you can put different colors in, which I thought was kind of fun. Lots of cool different things you can do with this technique. Okay, so I colored those flowers yellow. I'm gonna leave these other flowers the color that they are, and then now we're just going to put it together. So I'm going to glue all my layers down. Oh my gosh, he brought home a puppy, Patty. What does your other dog think of that? Is he excited? Does your son have a job to pay for that new puppy? Did you guys know? I need more details. Okay, so, oh yeah, so I'm gonna, actually before I put it on the yellow, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the silver metallic edged ribbon and just tie a little bow down at the bottom. I think it's so pretty. You could also just tie a little knot. Don't need a big bow. Now I went ahead, and I didn't tell you this, but I went ahead and already cut this border from the Thankful border, the Ornate Thanks border. So I used this border here. And what it does is it cuts off the bottom, but it doesn't cut off the top. So you can add it to the edge of your piece of cardstock or whatever it is you're using. Okay, I already did that ahead of time just because there's a lot of little pieces that it cuts out and it makes a hot mess. And so I thought, I'm gonna save you guys watching that disaster. Okay, so I've just got this tiny little bow here that I will fuss with. I feel like I need to trim off this edge a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now let's go ahead and glue this down to the yellow. It's just a cool way to color. I feel like it's like the negative color, like a negative method. Okay, and then this goes on to our base. And then you can use all kinds of fun sentiments. So like, so grateful. There's so many different fun sayings. It's so grateful from the bottom of my heart. Just wanted to say you made my day. So grateful for all your help. So grateful from all of us for all you do. You're amazing. So here's a card. Your kindness is so loved. For everything, I'm ever so much. Seriously, my friend, and why. So there's lots of really cool sentiments in here. Lots of great thank you card options. So there's project number 1. I really like this method. As you can see, I bet that's why. So I bet this is lighter because I put bleach over it, which I kind of like the darker yellow. But I bet it lightened up over time because I put bleach over it. Because at first I wasn't seeing any reaction. So I bet that's what happened. Very cool, right? I love this bleach technique. Here are our 3 projects that we did today using this awesome suite. I hope you guys are in love with this suite. I hope you'll sign up for my Ornate Garden Suite class. It's a great package to give as a gift. My mom's always asking me for thank you cards and different cards that are already made for her. This is a fun box to deliver them to. Don't forget about the tulip, Timeless Tulip Creativity Box Kit. Our first stamp kit. We're really excited for that. It's a to-go class or to-go club. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for crafting along with me today. Have a fabulous, safe week indoors, and we will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.